Santorini is the most famous secluded island in the Aegean Sea. Renowned for its dazzling panoramic views, romantic sunsets, and the volcanic beaches, the island is on many travelers' bucket lists. It has been on mine since I saw a picture of it in college. This year, I finally managed to visit this picturesque place and even score a cave house with an unobstructed view of the caldera and the three blue domes of Ia. The island is every Instagrammer's paradise, and the strong presence of digital influencers during our visit is a proof to that. Aside from the spectacular view, we also enjoy the foods on the island. Here are the delectable things we tried during our visit and the prices of our meals to give you a clue in case you decide to come and visit Santorini Island. We had our first meal at Dimitres Taverna, located on Amonde Bay below the town of Ia. The restaurant is at the end of the row of eateries lining the old port. We came at lunch and secured a table by the water's edge. With the best sea view and the freshest seafoods, dining on Amonde Bay is one of our trip's highlights. The service in this restaurant was superb and the food was just phenomenal. So for that lunch, we had some Greek salad as well as pita bread. And for my main, I ordered seafood linguine, which was packed with lots and lots of seafoods in delicious white sauce. And hubby also enjoyed his prawn pasta and tomato sauce. However, this simple, crispy, tangy tomato fritters blew us away. It was served with tzatziki and we love it so much I tried making it at home twice. Decided to check out a restaurant cafe near a hotel for dinner. Their pastries and cakes look so tempting, so we load ourselves up with some sugary treats. Their terrace offers a fantastic view of the caldera and the cascading whitewashed buildings of Ia.
The other one you can put in the middle.
Like a salad.
Yes.
On the second day, we decided to explore Santorini's capital, Fira. After a filling breakfast at the hotel, we took off. The scenic bus ride from Ia to Fira takes around 20 minutes. Once in Fira, we joined a handful of enthusiastic hikers along the cliff edge. The view was pretty spectacular. I also found that there is a famous hike many take from Fira to Ia or vice versa. The trail is about 10 kilometers and takes 3 to 5 hours to complete. But with the sun beating down on us, we gave up after an hour and searched for shade and food. Fira has many reasonably priced eateries. For 20 euros, we had a filling meal of gyros the size of my arm and a plate full of souvlaki, pita bread, and fries. It was our cheapest meal on the island. We went to Talami restaurant for dinner. It is located on the main pedestrian road and offers a beautiful view. The restaurant is packed with tourists and for good reasons. For dinner, we have shrimp saganaki, grilled vegetables and halloumi cheese, crispy calamaris, and grilled fish deboned in front of us. We ended our meal with syrup-drenched desserts and went into food coma after that. On our third day, we left the touristic town of Ia for a much quieter place, Megalahore. Arranging private transfer made our journey convenient. Our next accommodation is another cave house, just a short walk away from the main square where most of the restaurants are located. To say that we both love our second cave house is such an understatement. Aside from its perfect location, it is also tastefully decorated, fully enclosed for some privacy, and to top it all off, our host, Maria, is such a sweetheart. We came during Orthodox Easter and she gave us welcoming presents. Some she and her mother made themselves. She also organized transportations and excursions for us. We cannot recommend this place high enough. For lunch, we went to Olio, one of the restaurants at the square. We met some of the friendliest staff on the island there. The place had a very relaxed atmosphere and the food was good. We shared a basket of bread, mussels in white wine sauce, fennel, saffron, and lemon, some smoked mackerel in tabbouleh salad, and pies that looked like mini empanadas stuffed with traditional Cretan cheeses. Hubby loved the wine we had for lunch, and to our surprise, it came from a local winery in Megalahore that offers wine tasting. So after lunch, off we went. Gavalas Winery is tucked away in a quiet corner just a few minutes walk from the main square of Megalahore. This family-run winery offers a wine tour and tasting in its courtyard. We tried the premium white tasting and got a combination of refreshing, complex, good quality white, rosé, red, and dessert wines. The young sommelier who attended to us is very knowledgeable and passionate about her craft. The wine came with a basket of nibbles and condiments with a suggestion about which food goes with which wine. The tasting ended with a tour around the century-old stone complex. If you're into good quality wines and want to enjoy them without the maddening crowd Santorini usually has, this is probably for you. Megalahore means great village, and with its narrow winding alleys, whitewashed houses, blue dome churches with ornate bell towers, it certainly deserves its name. It is relatively small and we managed to explore most of its photogenic spots in one afternoon. Aside from occasional tourists who come for a quiet stroll, the village is not as crowded as Iya or Fira and is definitely worth a visit. For dinner, we went to Rocky, one of the few restaurants in the square. We ordered classic island dishes such as Santorini fava made of mashed yellow split peas served with caper and red onion. I spread it on pita bread and it was simple yet surprisingly good. We also shared beef moussaka, which was very creamy and filling, and veal souvlaki with its skewers hanging on an eye-catching contraption with a bowl at the bottom, filled with bread and fries. The meat was tender and grilled perfectly. Early morning on our fourth day, I went to a traditional Greek bakery outside Megalahore. Breads, cakes, cookies, and pastries, both sweet and savory, are abundant. I felt like a kid in Wonderland, excitedly going over local delicacies. I don't know what to choose or even where to begin. After scoring a selection of traditional breakfast spread along with our coffee, I returned to our cave house and enjoyed our delicious breakfast on our patio. Maria arranged a buggy for us upon request. After short instructions, off we went. Today's first destination was Akrotiri's Lighthouse, located at the southern tip of the island. An ATV or a buggy is an excellent way to venture spots off the beaten track that regular cars cannot reach. The slow-paced ride also enables us to appreciate the beautiful sceneries. There are several attractions visitors can do and see on the island. It is basically up to you to visit whatever tickles your fancy. We were on our trusted little buggy in no time, traveling to the coastal town of Kamari. But before that, Hubby saw a sign leading to a beach in Akrotiri. Thinking it was the famous red-sanded beach, we went ahead to check it out. It was a nerve-wracking drive. We were mistaken because at the end of that steep road was not the famous red-sanded beach, but another volcanic but empty beach, perfect for a quiet day of relaxation away from the crowd. The difficult road leading to it assures that. Kamari Beach, on the other hand, is where most beach lovers of Santorini go. The area is laden with numerous shops, hotels, restaurants catering to visitors' needs. The sun loungers on this black sanded beach are packed during warmer months. It has a chill and relaxing vibe and I kinda understand all the hype. We love it here, so we stayed for lunch at one of the beachfront restaurants. The restaurant is aesthetically decorated and the food was not bad, but the service was slow and all over the place when we visited. We ordered some ravioli and I had some seafood risotto. After lunch, we headed to ancient Thira, sitting atop a steep hill over Kamari Beach. The drive up the mountain was an adventure in itself. There are over 20 sharp curves along this hill, and some roads got so narrow at some point that a vehicle has to give way or even drive back if another one approaches. Doing all that with no guardrail. Just a reminder if you want to drive yourself. After exploring the ancient Thira, we slowly traveled to another famous volcanic beach, Purisa. It has fewer establishments than Kamari but also possesses a unique charm. During summer, this area is also well visited. However, it was empty when we came. The wind was so strong and cold and the waves was unruly. We did not linger long. There are still many things to see and do on the island. One of them is the Lost Atlantic Experience, an interactive museum that tells how Santorini came to be. And change clothes. Our last dinner on the island was at a 200-year-old traditional house turned art gallery and restaurant. And this place does both exceptionally well. Alisashni serves modern Greek cuisine paired with fantastic wine from their vast collection. To my delight, we were given a tour around their beautifully appointed premises and wine cellar before being accompanied to our table. The food we ate was also the best we had in Meghalahore, albeit the steeper price. Indeed, a place to impress. Maria organized a private transport to take us to another traditional village on our fifth and final day on the island, Pyrgos. We spent our last day in Santorini here, strategically built in the heart of pre-volcanic hinterland and at the foot of Mount Prophetis Ilias. Pyrgos afford panoramic view. Yet, located a bit further from the famous caldera, it has been spared the terraces, balconies, infinity pools, and master suites that adorn the glossy covers of tourist magazine. So like Meghalahore, the place is not swarmed with tourists, nor is the first choice of the hordes of cruise ship passengers. Its charm is more subdued, less advertised, and more authentic. The Greek Orthodox was celebrating Easter when we came to visit, and we were lucky to have witnessed deeply instilled traditions and partake to their traditional Easter feast. The lamb was still roasting, bells were ringing, and the guns were blazing when we sat down for some authentic Easter meal. Our last meal was simple, hearty, cooked perfectly, and utterly delicious, the epitome of Greek cuisine. The whole place was bursting with energy and we were happy to be just in the middle of it all. Overall, it was a grand holiday I have always dreamed of and more.